One of the things I always do when I visit home Taiwan is to visit the famous and iconic zoo where the large, cute giant pandas can be found.
Nice.
These large black and white bamboo eaters are native to China and renowned for their adorable appearance and lazy behaviors. But did you know that among Chinese speakers, they can be literally addressed as bear cats?
What?
It is believed that during the early stages of animal classification, giant pandas were thought to be related to red pandas, which are referred to as the bear cat. Although this connection has been proved to be totally invalid, as red pandas and giant pandas are just not related at all, giant pandas still got their names as cat bear because of their cat-like appearance as bears. But these names changed to bear cat when people forgot that traditionally, Chinese speakers read and write vertically in columns going from top to bottom and ordered from right to left, and when it is changed to horizontal writing, they still keep the same order from right to left. So for people who read and write horizontally from left to right, they misread it as bear cat instead of cat bear. Moving on to the spectacular African giants, giraffes. When we are asked about giraffes, the tallest mammals on Earth, almost everyone would point out their long necks. But the fact that they still have only 7 cervical vertebrae, just like human beings, indicates that their modern long neck appearance was a result of evolutionary changes rather than a biological necessity from the outset. Quite the opposite of what we have been taught. In fact, at this very moment, we're still not 100% sure how giraffes got their long necks. We were told that Charles Darwin proposed that the competitive pressure from smaller browsers encouraged the growth of the neck as it enabled giraffes to reach food that competitors could not. After all, giraffes are known to inhabit places where the soil is nearly always arid and barren, so we naturally thought that they are obliged to browse on the leaves of trees and to make constant efforts to reach them. But this hypothesis has been challenged recently, as a study found that adult giraffes with longer necks actually suffer higher mortality rates under drought conditions than their shorter neck counterparts. This is because those with longer necks will require more nutrients, which put them at risk during a food shortage. Besides, it is absurd to assume that only leaves on higher branches were available to giraffes during a drought. If this were the case, then the multitude of grazing and browsing of antelope species in Africa would have all gone extinct. Another widely seen hypothesis describes how male giraffes fight by swinging their necks at each other to deliver strong blows. The one who's the largest, meaning longest necked, is dominant among other male giraffes and as a result, mates more frequently. Since long-necked males mate more frequently, selection would favor long necks. This would also help explain why males not only have absolutely longer but proportionately heavier heads than females. This may make sense and seem logical, but it really doesn't explain the origin of neck lengthening. How did the neck get this long in the first place? The neck has to reach a length of 1 or 2 meters to be used as a weapon in necking. So how did it get that long in the first place? It seems that the necking behavior amongst giraffes is a consequence of having long necks rather than a cause. Besides, this sexual selection hypothesis fails to explain why female giraffes also have long necks. The proposer can only speculate that the female neck lengthening just somehow followed that of males. We started with arguably the cutest animal in the world, so it's only fair to end with equally cute beings. We know how some of us wish we could lead a life like koalas, looking cuddly and cozy, sleeping on trees for between 18 to 20 hours a day. But did you know koalas actually have two opposable thumbs to withstand their strong grips, which helps them avoid falling from trees during their sweet dreams? Without them, they really might fall. Last but not least, we must be familiar with this one.
What do you call a three-humped camel? Pregnant.
Sloths are tree dwellers like koalas and are famous for their impressive grips as well. They're also probably the world's pull-up champ, having impeccable arm strength to support themselves hanging on trees all day. Despite this, sloths still bear some surprising facts for us to learn. They usually defecate once a week and only on the ground. And when this happens, the feces are discharged in one go and can weigh up to a third of their body weight. Considering the large energy expenditure and the dangers involved in the journey to the ground, this behavior has been described as a mystery.
Wow! Wow!
Recent research shows that perhaps moths, which live in sloth's fur, lay eggs in the sloth's feces. When they hatch, the larvae feed on the feces, and when mature, they fly up onto the sloth above. These moths may be crucial to sloths, so sloths are willing to risk their lives for them. We know that these moths live in the sloth's fur and promote the growth of algae, which the sloths eat.